Last week, I tried living like a local in the world's least visited country for a week. And I don't think I've ever been this wrong about any travel experience in my entire life. If you haven't guessed yet, I was wrong about Palau. In fact, I was so wrong that now I want to visit every single country in the world. So let me explain. I did. I went there last week. That part is not a lie. I actually went to Palau last week because I'd never heard of it before one of you guys commented. But then I started reading about it, and it turns out it is the least visited country in the entire world. Only 12,000 people visit Palau each year. So I thought, well, I have to go to Palau. But once I got there, I realized two very important things. First off, I do not like tropical islands with nothing but water around them. I get super scared because there's no land anywhere. You can literally fall off the edge of the world. And I also realized I am very much a city girl at heart. The beach is nice for maybe an hour of the day, but everything closes by 7 p.m. There's no nightlife, and honestly, the whole vibe was just too slow for me. I couldn't even watch an entire YouTube video without feeling like I needed to skip to the next episode. Honestly, I would have loved if they had Wi-Fi there. But anyway, I sucked it up and tried living like a local in Palau for a week. And these are the top 3 things I learned. First, try taking public transportation. Well, there is no public transportation in Palau, so that kind of already ended the whole video right there. But apparently when I visited, there was a special event going on. So all of the cars were being imported from a different island, and there was this little ferry that was going back and forth. And since I'm a little crazy, I decided to take it. It took me an hour and a half to get to where I was supposed to go, and we barely made it because the engine almost died on the way. But this experience taught me something very valuable. Why bother having a car when you can have a driver? Because since we were barely making it, I asked the locals, "Are you guys sure this thing is safe? It doesn't look it." They said, "Yeah, don't worry. He knows what he's doing." And then they handed me this thing and told me to drink it. It was some kind of weird green juice. I didn't know if it was poison or not, but it was probably fine. I guess if anything happens, I'll update you in the comments. Second, try eating the local food. Palau has its own version of fried rice called palu rice. It consists of rice, loot, noodles, coconut milk, chunks of fish, and all kinds of veggies. It was absolutely amazing, and it tasted so good. And then there's this other dish called saw pod. It's basically boiled tender pork cooked in coconut milk with vegetables and herbs. Looks gross, but it tastes even worse. Just kidding, I loved it. I love pork. And then there's this other staple called ingessalu. It's basically fermented coconut, and it has to be aged for 3 months before you can eat it. It's really sour. It's not for everyone, but I personally enjoyed it. And then there's this other fruit called soursop. It's a really popular fruit in Palau. And I remember trying it for the first time and thinking, wow, nature truly does know how to make ice cream better. It literally tastes exactly like scooping pure vanilla ice cream into your mouth. Absolutely amazing. But perhaps my favorite thing I ate in Palau was the fresh coconuts. Oh man, I miss them so much. In Korea, when you buy coconuts, they're always dry. You have to use a straw to suck the coconut water out. But in Palau, I could still hear the coconut water sloshing inside the coconut when I picked it up. And when I cracked open the coconut, it just took my breath away. Couldn't believe how fresh and delicious it was. I miss it so much. I wish I could bring a coconut home with me. I will never forget the coconuts. And third, try speaking the local language. Palau has 4 official languages: English, Japanese, Sansarillis, and Tobes. I tried speaking all of them, but I mainly focused on Sansarillis because that's the most common language in Palau, and there's only about 3,000 native speakers left, so it's definitely dying out. When I first arrived in Palau, I only knew 3 words in Sansarillis: hello, thank you, and goodbye. But over the course of the week, I learned a lot of new phrases. For example, I learned how to say, "Where's the best place to get a massage?" Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to learn how to say, "Where's the Wi-Fi password?" But here's what surprised me. A lot of people in Palau speak better English than I do. In fact, some of them even have accents, so it's hard to tell whether or not they were born in Palau or if they were born somewhere else. And even though I only stayed in Palau for a week, I really feel like I learned a lot about myself. For example, I realized I am not cut out to live in a tropical island country. Even though I was in the water the whole time, I never got used to how hot it was outside. But I did learn that I am really adaptable, because even though I was terrified of taking the ferry, I did it anyway. And I ended up having a great time. And even though I was missing air conditioning so bad, I still went outside every day and explored. Also, I'm pretty sure I got vitamin D deficiency while I was in Palau because I was getting so much sun, which honestly felt amazing. But I did start to feel very tired and weak towards the end of the trip. Overall, I had a fantastic time in Palau. I think it's a hidden gem that deserves more attention. In fact, I've already recommended it too for people. But the reason why I think more people should visit Palau is because you can see the stars at night. Okay, this isn't something that you typically put on your travel bucket list. But after going to Palau, I realized how incredible it is to be able to see the stars. When I was growing up, I lived in the big city, so I always associated light pollution with a beautiful night sky. Whenever I saw the stars, I thought something was wrong with my eyes, because all I saw were a bunch of dots floating around. But in Palau, I saw the Milky Way for the first time in my life, and it looked like someone had spilled glitter across the sky. I don't know how to describe it. It was magical, breathtaking, awe-inspiring, unforgettable, once-in-a-lifetime, literally mind-blowing. The person who recommended Palau to me was totally right. This place is a dream come true. Maybe I'm not cut out to live in Palau, but I would definitely move there in a heartbeat just to see the stars. Now, before I end this video, I need to tell you about something. I hate the fact that I only discovered Palau at the end of 2023, because it's such an amazing place, and I feel like I wasted so much time not knowing about it. I feel the same way about so many countries, and that's why I created a new project. So I decided to make a new channel. On this channel, I'll be posting videos of places that you might have never heard of. I'm talking about the hidden gems of the travel world. And I'm going to be doing the same thing on this channel. I'm going to be learning the local language, trying the local foods, and taking public transportation. I will literally be living like a local in the most underrated and hidden places in the world. I'm so excited about this project because I'm so tired of recommending the same places over and over again. I want to talk about something new, something exciting, something unique, and that's why I'm asking you for help. Please let me know in the comments below which country you want to see first. Do you want to see me go to Svalbard, Norway, the Faroe Islands, or Greenland? Please let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing travel experiences. And check out the links in the description for cheap flights, hotels, cars, and more.